are the Eagle Bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study. They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the Eagle Bearer and worship the ground you walk on. If you related an epic story to them, I'd bet they retain it and impress their tutors.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children are waiting inside the Temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's epic story. The subject is Perseus, which they should know well, but seem to forget all when questioned.
Perseus? I know his story well. As if we were cousins, both raised at the base of Mount Olympus. Do not fear. I will hold your children fast with my tail. Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story. Let us sing with the voice of the gods about the exploits of brave Perseus and the noble Pegasus. Acrisius, the king of Argos, was not a good man. He had one child, a daughter, Danae. Bitter that he had no son, he went to the oracle of Delphi and heard a prophecy that chilled him.
Ooh, what was it?
The oracle said Acrisius would be killed by his grandson. But Danae was unmarried and childless at the time. To protect himself, he locked Danae in a bronze room, open only to the sky.
Ooh!
However, mighty Zeus saw the girl and fell in love with her. He transformed into a golden shower and seduced her. Danae gave birth to a son, Perseus.
I knew it.
King Acrisius couldn't kill the boy for fear of angering Zeus. So, he put his daughter and grandson in a wooden crate and tossed them into the wild sea to be drowned.
How horrid! Poor Perseus.
Perseus and his mother Danae were rescued on the island of Seriphos, and Perseus grew up under the care of a kindly fisherman, Victis.
Lucky them. Did the gods help?
Maybe. Perseus learned to swim and ride and fight, and how to be good and just, even though his father was only a fisherman.
I can do all those things too.
Yeah, good for you.
Except swim.
Or be just.
Hush. Now, Victis' brother was ruler of the island, but he was not a good man.
He's scum.
The cruel king of Seriphos, Victis' brother Polydectes, decided he wanted to marry Danae, for she was still beautiful and noble. But Perseus knows his mother does not want this. Victis couldn't stop his brother, so it was up to Perseus to interfere and be annoying.
Christos, that's your job.
I will keep the stinky king from marrying you.
The cruel and, stinky king became angry. To get rid of Perseus, Polydectes sent him on an impossible quest. Prove yourself a warrior, and fetch me a worthy wedding gift, the king said, by killing a great monster!
I knew it!
Shh, I knew it too.
Polydectes told Perseus to bring back the head of Medusa, the Gorgon, whose gaze could turn anyone who looked into her eyes to stone.
Ah!
Polydectes knew that Medusa would be Perseus' death.
That stinker!
But the evil king did not know Perseus was favored by the gods. Hermes gifted Perseus with winged sandals and a silver sickle, and Athena gave him a bronze shield polished mirror bright. Perseus flew to Medusa's lair and used the shield to watch her reflection. He cut off her head with the sickle of Hermes. As she died, the winged foal Pegasus sprung from her neck.
Yes!
Flying home, Perseus found the maiden Andromeda, chained on the Ethiopian cliffs, waiting to be sacrificed to the baleful sea monster, Ketos. Perseus used Medusa's head to turn Ketos to stone, rescued Andromeda, and married her.
Take that, Ketos!
Perseus returned home to find King Polydectes relentlessly pursuing Danae. They quarreled, and Perseus showed the king his wedding gift. When he saw Medusa's head, Polydectes turned to stone.
Yes!
Perseus traveled to Argos with his family, and one day competed in the great athletic games. He hurled the discus, and his throw was so great that it shot into the stands and struck King Acrisius. So doing, Perseus killed his grandfather and fulfilled the prophecy.
Hurrah!
You can't escape your fate.
In the end, Perseus and Andromeda settled in Mycenae as king and queen, and had 7 sons and 2 daughters, the Perseidae.
That was a great telling of the tale. I'll never forget it.
Maybe the best! I can't wait to tell all my friends!
Ah, thank you.
I couldn't help overhearing the end of your story. Truly inspiring, Eaglebearer. Thank you.
Je begint met deze en wat is er ook? Ha! Όταν ηλικιωθώ, γιατί σε έσωνε.
Come on.
Κάκισαν εσύ. Ριάνε στην πάση. Τρώχε το πολύ.
καθαρό. 10 λίρες το pp.
Στον παρόν.
Πώς γέγει.
Will not be outmaneuvered by the Athenians the way the Persians did to Leonidas. You're not one of my soldiers. You better have a good reason for being here. Who said?
I don't need a reason, good or otherwise.
Some bite to you, is there?
More than some cowering dog.
From slave to general, bathing in the blood of this war while our leaders stuff their faces and preen.
The Polemarchos believe it's an easy victory.
I will end this war in my favor.
You have a strategy?
Athenian Polemarchos are paralyzed with indecision. They serve too many masters.
Making them slow to react.
And that's where you come in. Infiltrate their forts and kill the Polemarchos. I need a way clear for my troops.
I'll do my part. Consider the commander is already dead.
Bring me their Athenian seals as proof? You'll be rewarded for your efforts. I told you to return with the proof. Don't waste my time.
Huh?
Look where you're going, fool!
Watch it! You'll kill someone!
Step aside.
Πότε είναι? Αποκτήνεις αντί...
Μη, πάψε.
Out of the way!
Thank you for aiding all of us in Pitana. Stories of you will live amongst us for many years.
I help where I can, but thank you.
A reward for all your help.
τρομερή Αθηνά, δέξου την καινή ημών προσφορά. Εκλιπαρούμενου ελέου σου δια την του ηχθείος προσφορά και του χειριδίου ήμι. Ήθε τούτο ευχαριστήσει σε νηνή. Κρατεά Αθηνά, επιδαψιλεύομεν σύ των λιπαρότερων. Ο ίνος η εκπληκτρώου αμπελώνους της αγγιμένη Αθηνά.
Come on! Easy.
Alexios, by the gods, is that you?
By the gods! Itor, is that you? You look old, my friend.
When was the last time I saw you? Kefalonia. That job for Marcos. Remember? We ended up back to back, surrounded by angry pirates.
Though as I recall, I had your back.
Polish your memories like you would your armor, and they'll make much better tales.
I'd heard rumors you'd settle down in Attica. Always thought you'd die with a blade in your hand, not open up a shop.
The blade I always thought I'd take with me is missing. I could use your help, if you're willing to assist an old friend.
You mean Arpi? You love that blade.
Some Malakas commander came in here demanding I fix his fucking twig. When I couldn't, he said I was obligated to provide a new one. And the one he wanted was hanging on my wall.
I'll get Arpi back for you.
Don't do anything stupid. I just want her back.
Hey, you know me.
That's why I'm afraid.
Tell me where to find the commander.
He's here in Attica, at Fort Phyle.
Why go to so much trouble for an old sword?
She's the only thing I loved that never left.
And how will I know her when I see her?
How could you forget a hilt of gold with a curling serpent moving up the blade? Always sharp, no matter what. And when you swung her, well, she'd sing a siren song of death. Kept me alive through many a scrape.
That I do remember. I should be going.
Remember, we don't want trouble. Just sneak in and take it. You're still good at that, right?
I won't lower myself to answer that. This is our... Right. No me... Taking this blade.
Glad you're back safely. Did you get my Arpi?
Yes, I found Arpi.
Good, good. And what of that Malakas commander?
He didn't survive our encounter.
You are a true friend.
The sword wasn't stolen from you, was it? You used me.
Truth be told, I never said it was stolen.
You...
A crime of omission only, my friend. You know how important Arpi is to me. I had no money. Couldn't fight anymore. I would have died without a drachmi by the side of the road. Selling Arpi enabled me to start my business. You wouldn't begrudge a man a second chance, would you?
No, but I don't like being lied to.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
Getting Arpi back wasn't easy. I had to go to a lot of trouble. A little drachme wouldn't hurt.
Ha, you truly are a mercenary, through and through.
I learned from the best, remember?
Of course, I'm happy to pay. You did me a great service today. And great work deserves a great reward. Here, take this. Even if I don't swing her anymore, I'm glad to have Arpi back.
Take care of yourself, Itor. And try not to lose anything else. Itor.
Ah, my friend. I'm so glad you're here.
I know that look. If you need a favor, just tell me.
Well, yes. A small one. A mercenary and old friend of mine has gotten himself captured.
What's this man to you, really?
How could you say that?
It wouldn't be the first time you've led me astray.
By the gods, this man is one of us, Alexios. A Misthios. An old comrade. We should help out a brother. Please, will you rescue him for me?
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you, my friend. Once you rescue him, take him to the beach. I've left a boat there for him to escape.
Tell me where to look for him.
He's in a military camp, just north of here.
Why are you so worried about the mercenary?
He's a friend. Didn't I do the same for you? Remember that trouble you and Marcos got into?
Yes, you're right.
If we're not going to look out for each other, who will?
Time to go get your friend. I should watch my step around here.
don't want to be here today, sellsword.
There he is.
That's enough! Victory! Go, now! 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 I'll tear you apart! Fuck! Help me!
Right, Phobos. Off we go now. Yeah!
Easy now. There you are. I was starting to think you wouldn't show up.
You!
Hello, Emilko. Long time.
Itor, what's going on? Why are you here?
Of course. He didn't tell you, did he? You've been used, my friend.
Shut up! I'm not here to hear you talk. I'm here to see you die.
You lied to me again! This isn't how friendships work, Itor.
Listen, please. I'm sorry, but you don't know what this man did to me.
That's fucking rich, Hitor. Why don't you tell him the truth?
Shut up, murderer.
What's going on?
Trust me, this man needs to die. I gave you a contract to bring him to me. Do not interfere, and I will reward you well.
I don't need your reasons or hear your excuses.
This man has wronged me, Alexios. If you'll just listen.
Oh, just get it over with. To be honest, it will be a relief for me. We're both guilty. At least I can accept that.
Just pay me. I don't want any part of this.
Here, this should be more than enough. I threw in a little extra, for old time's sake.
You mean for lying? I'm done with old times. It's why I left Kefalonia. Huh? They'll be on high alert here.
My life is already over. I'm nothing but my suffering.
There may still be hope if I can learn more about what ails you.
It's no longer about me. I'm worried for my son.
A boy still needs his father around. Besides, Dikios is a smart boy. He'll be fine.
Not if my rivals have their way.
Hippocrates, you know it's unwise to upset a patient.
He asks me to end his life when he knows I can't.
Messias, please help me. I'm in such terrible pain.
You cannot simply ask someone to kill you in my presence. I'm your physician. I will not allow it. I can ease your pain, analyze your symptoms, and try to cure you. But that's all.
Life is about choice, and we should all be able to choose for ourselves when we leave this world.
And I will. Once I know my family's future is secured.
Secured how?
My family is one of the richest in Thebes, and we have many rivals. When I die, my son will become the head of our house. He's just a boy. I need to ensure they can't take advantage of my death.
I'll deal with your rivals, and give your son a fighting chance.
Thank you, Misthias. If you steal their assets, it will weaken their position and prevent them from posing a threat to my family. That will buy my son time.
What do I need to steal?
To really weaken them, steal their debt registry, their mortgage testimonials, and their collection of fine jewels.
Where do I need to go?
Their estate is nearby. It's one of the most finely decorated homes in all of Thebes. Except for mine, of course.
Why not just kill them and remove the threat for good?
If they're weakened, they won't pose a threat to my family's position. If they're removed, another family will rise up to take their place and still pose a threat. This solution keeps my family safe and their position secure.
Stealing isn't normally what I'm paid for, but I'll get it done.
If doing this helps bring him some semblance of peace, I will pray for Tiki to watch over you.
I've done what you asked. Your family's position will be secure for quite some time.
You have given me hope that my name will live on long after I'm gone. All I can ask the gods for now is that my son lives a longer and happier life than I. I'm in your debt.
You don't owe me a thing. Really.
Now, it pains me to ask, but I need your help with one more thing.
I know what you want to ask.
This disease will claim me, be it today or another in the future. It's a matter of when, not if.
Hippocrates won't just let me kill you.
No, but he'll listen to you. If you can convince him it's what's best for me, he might change his mind. I don't want to slowly waste away. I want to die in peace, while my family remembers me in a good light.
I'll talk to him for you.
I appreciate your help. You've shown me more kindness in the last few days than most have my entire life. Now I must rest.
If you have a moment, I would ask you to help me with...
He seems to be resting peacefully now.
Yes, you helped ease his mind, but he'll never truly be at peace until he takes his last breath.
When will that be?
It's hard to tell. Judging by his symptoms, it'll be sooner rather than later. I can lessen his pain, but to do so, I'd need some hemlock.
I'll collect the ingredients you need.
Thank you. It won't stop the pain entirely, but I hope it'll help him feel more comfortable.
He doesn't want to feel better. He wants to die with some dignity.
True dignity would be fighting through this, so I can analyze his symptoms further.
He wants to die, and he's in pain. You should respect his right to choose, instead of treating him like an experiment. What you're doing is wrong.
I will not be lectured on the morality of my work by a sellsword. I have a responsibility, like all healers, to use my knowledge for the betterment of others.
Hemlock is rare. Where do you harvest it?
It grows all across Viotia, but check near the tumulus of Platea. I'm sure I saw some when I was last there.
Why are you treating him with poison? Hemlock is deadly.
Only in the wrong dosage. If my observations are correct, it should lessen the pain racking his body.
I'll get the hemlock you need. Ella. Ella. That's what I'm looking for. That looks like hemlock. Run with me, my friend. Come on, come on.
You nearly hit me!
Διατίου δύναμε κοινή.
Μέχρι κοινός. Ενοχλείς τα μάλα.
I got the hemlock you wanted.
Thank you. I know this task was a little beneath you, but it will help my friend here. I've prepared the elixir base, but I need you to grind the herb and add it to the mixture.
I think I can handle that.
Be mindful of the amount you add. While the hemlock is an excellent pain inhibitor, too much can be lethal.
Just as the doctor ordered. He seems to be calmer now.
The potion is working. With what I learn here, I could help many more who still have a chance at life.
Good luck, Hippocrates. I hope our paths cross again in the future. Enemies no longer. Ella. Come on. Yeah! Come on. You say somebody stole something?
Somebody stole something? Look around! Bandits took almost everything. And worst of all, they stole my family's vase. After so many generations, it's gone.
I carry with me something passed down from my mother. I appreciate the value of family heirlooms.
It's strange how inanimate objects can generate real feeling in us, isn't it?
How much is this vase worth to you?
I'll pay a substantial amount of drachmi for it. A very substantial amount. Is finding my vase something you could do?
You mean this?
My vase! You found it!
Master, I have a concern.
A concern about what?
How do we know that this Misthios isn't one of the people who took it in the first place?
That's a good question.
Let me talk to him privately to be sure.
Yet another example of why I'll miss you when you're gone.
Misthios, I know you must have taken the vase from the bandits, but that's not the point. I have a favor to ask of you.
Unless I know what it is, I won't know if I can gift you with this favor.
You're willing to hear me out. That's a start.
What kind of favor are we talking about?
My master recently told me that after the coming summer solstice he will release me. But I don't want to go. I want you to say that I told the bandits where to find the vase. And then, for atonement, I will offer my services.
Well, who took my vase?
It turns out your slave told the bandits to loot your home and take the vase.
What? Can this be true?
Yes, master. If you'll allow me to make atonement, I'll...
Atonement? Never! I won't allow a slave who tells bandits to steal from his master to work for me.
What? No! Please, no! Let me stay!
I won't hear it! Leave now! Before I pay these Misthios to kill you! Go! Just when you think you know someone. Here's your payment for returning my vase.
Much better as allies.
Όταν η παιδείον έκλειψε τι άφηρμα είναι ο πατήρ φοβήσει αυτό μετήλθε εις τον πονού μας την αντί κακούργη και είπε «Απάγεται τούτο». Αυτό ήον τεστή η συγγράφη μόνον τραγωδία. Και ούτως ενέβηκε βρισκόμενοι στο ένο καπηλείο του πατρού το ευκείμενο μεταξύ κρυμνού και θαλάσσου. Και ούτως σε παρακάμπτει προς το εμόν μέρος και λέγει προς εμέ «Την χειμερινόν ηγκοστάσιον εις του πέφτει σου την κρύφτη».
The warehouse is off limits.
But I need those records.
And I need 3 fewer daughters. But we don't often get what we want, old friend.
What's going on?
I'm here to check the warehouse's taxation records, but I'm being refused entry.
This matter is out of my hands.
Fine. The wheels of Evia will be greased once more. How much will it cost to get me the records?
That's not going to work this time, Agapios. The guards are under strict orders to not let anyone in or out of the warehouse. It's an order they will enforce, my friend. Take my advice. Stay away from that warehouse.
It's lucky your friend warned you.
Haha! He's just as corrupt as the rest of Evia. I fear there's nobody honest left.
Not all mercenaries are cutthroats. I can be trusted.
That remains to be seen.
What's causing the corruption?
A group called the Dakeras strangling Evia with their greed. They work from the shadows, controlling the nation with bribery and blackmail. The other reason I need the taxation records from that warehouse. I'm following a parchment trail which I believe will lead me to the person behind it all. But I'm too old to be breaking into guarded warehouses. Perhaps the shine on my drachmi can convince you to do it for me, huh?
I'll get the records for you.
Perhaps there is someone left in Evia who can be trusted.
Where can I find the records you're looking for?
I'll need a lot of evidence to find the person behind the dagger. One set of records won't be enough. They'll be scattered around the warehouse. And be sure to check the guard captain. Anything important, he'll have on him.
What can you tell me about the man behind the dagger?
Other than he may not be a man, only his reputation is known. Cruel, driven by greed. The living noose around the neck of Evia. If we can't find out who he is and stop him, our fate is that of Eretrias. Total ruin!
The dagger. Dramatic name. Any particular reason?
They stab at Evia without honor. From the shadows. Unseen, bleeding our nation of its lifeblood. A dramatic name, perhaps, but apt.
I'll find the records. The guards don't stand a chance.
They don't deserve a chance. For Evia to survive, corruption and those who spread it must be crushed. I'll wait for you here.
The warehouse.
We're gonna have a problem!
Now to find those records. There's the warehouse dock. The warehouse grounds.
Destroy the records before they claim them! A final mistake you'll make! You are going to feel this!
Records of ship names. What docked where and when. This might help Agapios. Maybe this will help Agapios identify the dagger's leader. Records of the trades Envios made in the last 6 months. Maybe the identity of the dagger's leader is in here.
God! You know where to point that thing, yes? Now you die! This won't take. On your side, but not for long. Good here!
I found the records, Agapios.
My master will be pleased.
You're a slave.
Do I not look as you expect? Yes, Misthios, I am a slave, but I'm not without dignity. The local magistrate is my master, and I'm his most trusted servant.
We do what we have to survive.
Exactly. I don't blame my father for selling me to slavery. It's what he had to do. He got me out of my old life and gave me a chance at a better one. Nobody chooses to be a slave, but being one provides me food, shelter, safety, and security. Especially now, with Evia all but run by the dagger. They cannot see past their greed. And if they go unchecked, we may all end up as slaves. If uncovering the identity of the Dagger's leader and finally stopping them sounds like something you'd be interested in, meet me and my master in the slave market.
I'll think about it. Ella.
Keep your distance. Come with me. Ιωνών κακών προϊστήμην.
Anything you need help with today?
Pirates are making the waters unsafe for travelers.
Sounds like I need to sink some pirate ships.
By Zeus, you'd do that for me?
It won't be easy, but I'll take care of it.
Please be quick.
I should get going.
Πάψον πάρα αυτά. Άπαγια πε μου.
Περιπάτη.
Not only is life easier, Hans, with a slave, it's more rewarding. You're not just purchasing highly skilled workers, you're purchasing family.
Surely they're worth 1,500 drachmi.
1,200?
Sir, this is a set. You get husband and wife together.
1,250?
Deal.
But can they read? Write?
Well, one can.
Really?
Yes.
300 drachmi for the lot.
Sold.
No. This can't... How is this possible? Agapios, what's wrong? What have you found?
Master, it's a name. Written in the records over and over again. The name of the man leading the dagger. The Kingfisher.
Once you know the Kingfisher's real name, bring him to a court of law. He and the dagger have wounded Envia. Envia should have a chance to decide his fate.
Agapios, tell him.
When we were young, when we'd play, I was the robin, and the Kingfisher was my brother. But he died. He should be dead. I mourned him. I made him a grave. Please, tell me he's not one of them. I beg you, tell me my brother's not a dagger.
You know your brother better than these records. If you believe this Kingfisher isn't him, then you're right.
Thank you. Yes. The boy I knew, there's no way he could be involved in this.
When your brother died, did you see his body?
No. No body at all. No sign, no word, nothing. After Mater died, Pater was not as fit to feed us as he once was. So my brother made sure we never went hungry. He would fish every day until he didn't return.
Your brother can't have been born the Kingfisher.
Of course he wasn't. Neridos. His name was Neridos. Older than me. More trouble than me too. Fighting, stealing. But he always looked out for me.
Nothing is more important to Envia's survival than stopping the dagger. I'm sorry, old friend. The Kingfisher must be dealt with whether he's your brother or not.
Yes, Master. I understand. Please, Misthios, Help me uncover the Kingfisher's true identity. We can clear my brother's name and stop the dagger. Evia would be in your debt. More in your debt. The Magistrate's treasury runs deep. Your reward would not be small.
Whatever it takes, I'm in. Family can be complicated. We'll clear your brother's name and save all Envia while we're at it.
I know a farmer who's had dealings with the dagger's inner circle. If anyone's seen the Kingfisher's true face, it's him.
I should pay him a visit. Any other leads?
There is a shipwreck along Evia's southern coast, and the theater in Kalki City has been spreading the dagger's lies.
We are in a war. Ships are sunk daily. Why does this ship matter?
Because this ship appears to belong to the dagger. A slave I trust waits by the temple above the ruins in Eretria. Speak with her to learn more.
You said you know a farmer who's had dealings with the dagger. Maybe I could beat some information out of him.
No. He wasn't friends with them. He was targeted by them. He's rich. Or he was. Anytime someone in the dagger needed to line their tunic with Rahmi, they'd visit him.
Then he may know the Kingfisher's true identity.
Which could clear my brother's name.
You mentioned an evil theater?
The theater in Kalki City is a more potent weapon than you realize, Misthios. The dagger used propaganda to poison the minds of Evians. See what you can learn there.
You seem well connected. How is that?
For a slave, you mean? We are not without eyes and ears, Misthios. We see much, and we share it. Slave to slave. Leads, warnings, anything that might help us survive all the way from today to tomorrow.
I have enough to go on. And the Kingfisher. If I discover he is your brother, if he is the man behind the dagger.
He won't be. Return to me when you've learned all you can.
Ella. Yeah! Yeah! Come on. Let's hope no one notices me here.
Αδύνατον εστί.
I won't let you
do something this stupid.
That dagger sympathizer has to die. He'll keep making us do his dirty work if I don't stop him.
They'll just do it all the same. Killing him won't solve anything, Prexileos.
But we can't just sit here and let him do this to us, Idia. To the children.
You think I don't have their well-being in mind?
Well, you certainly aren't acting like it.
How dare you?
Calm down and listen to yourselves. The kids are scared.
Who do you think you are?
The Mystios is right. Calm down. It's bad for the...
Speak up, stranger.
Agapios sent me. He wants to prove his brother's innocence and destroy the dagger.
His brother? Neritos? Didn't he die on...
Stop, Idia. We're in enough trouble as it is.
Tell me what you know.
Let's make a deal. Kill a man for me, Mystios. Help me, and I'll tell you about the dagger's base of operations.
We've been through this. No killing. Talk to the man instead. Make him honor his word to pay us.
Deal. I will take care of your problem.
There's a man from the dagger. He approached us one day to help them spread their agenda. We don't care about the dagger, but we need the extra income.
He wanted us and the children to spread the message of the dagger in the theater and on the streets.
Sounds like a fair trade.
Till the drachmi stopped coming in.
He stopped paying us and threatened to come after our children if we didn't continue.
I was going to kill him myself, but Idia...
We can't just take a life like that, Prexileos. That's not us.
He lives in the large house in the middle of the city. Kill him, and we'll have drachmi for you.
Listen to yourself. Talk to the man, and posture if you must. But we aren't savages. I don't want to set a horrible example for the children.
I'll deal with the man. Just make sure you pay up.
If you need anything else, or forget where to find the dagger man, speak to us again.
Vamos, let's go! Yeah!
Ella.
Ha! Yeah! This must be the farm Agapios mentioned. Now to find the farmer and see what he knows about the dagger. Come on!
Mystios! Up here! Please don't make me shout! Hey!
I need to speak with your husband.
Oh, forget him. I need your services.
Is that right?
Would you fetch me a drink? The slaves are all busy and I'm quite parched.
No, the wine's right next to you. Tell me where I can find your husband.
Somewhere on the Eastern Road, I think, delivering wheat and grapes. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in days. A lot of days. Weeks? Oh. Oh no, I think he might be in trouble.
You must be drinking a lot if you didn't notice your husband was missing.
Yeah, between you and me, it's hard to notice anything after enough wine.
Your husband must have enemies or something. Someone who might want to make him go missing.
The dagger. If you're wealthy, they're your enemy. A local captain and his Malaki's dagger friends visit as often as they please, demanding made-up taxes and beating my husband if he doesn't pay. Will you find him? Will you find my husband?
Don't worry, I'll find him.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can tell you?
Any idea where I should look for your husband?
He's been trying to find ways to get his shipments past the Dagger's forces on the road east of here. Anytime his carts ride by, the troops on patrol take a cut. More of their godless Malakis taxes. My husband usually waits on the road directly south of the cave until it's clear.
I want you to tell me everything you know about the dagger.
Daggers? They're like cute little baby swords.
What? No! The dagger! The dagger you just mentioned?
Oh, right. They're just men, Mistios. Greedy. Delusions of grandeur. Bleeding dry the drachmae of poor innocent slave masters like me.
I've heard enough. I'll head east and find your husband.
Thank you, Mistios.
If I follow the road east, I should be able to follow the husband's tracks.
You're being reckless!
The husband's carts. Looks like he tried to escape an armed patrol. Didn't end well. Yeah! What happened here?
Guards. Malakis corrupt guards. They wanted taxes. They always want taxes. Took my master up to the Vistos fort. He should have paid their stupid taxes. He should have paid.
I'd better head to the fort. Go on. Yeah. Ella. Ella, ella. Visto sword. That must be the farmer. He's locked up. Best stay out of sight.
Don't worry, this won't take long. Don't be a coward! Charge!
Shit.
Malaka! It's time to light the signal!
Have you found their trail? Nothing at all. Eyes and ears open. This one is cunning.
They can't hide! He's here!
In here. I'm not a slave. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm grateful.
No matter what happens, keep going. I won't let you die.
Follow me. I have a secret way out. It feels like every 2 weeks they lock me up.
Your death equals my reward.
You saved me.
Surprised?
It's just... you look more like a hired killer than a hero.
A man named Agapios believes you may be able to identify the Kingfisher. If I find out who he is, I can stop the dagger.
Ah, so it's just Evia you're here to save. Still, thank you.
I need to know everything I can about the dagger.
They have such ambition. A legendary greed. They appear to be pirates, yet they're organized, funded, well-connected. There may be more than just the Kingfisher pulling their strings.
Don't worry. Taking on shadowy organizations is my specialty. Whatever you know about the Kingfisher, I also need to know.
He'd visit me, the Kingfisher and his Malaka's flock, demanding their taxes. I kept him fed. I kept him rich. If I tell you his name, I'm a dead man.
Say it.
I can't. What he'll do to me. What he'll do to my wife.
Give me his name!
Neritos. His name is Neritos. Just make sure you stop him.
Agapios' brother. It is him. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts. Come on.
Did Agapios send you?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No?
Are you sure you weren't followed?
There was no way I was followed. I made sure of it.
You covered every track?
Every single one.
Malakas liar! You've led them right to me.
Who?
The dagger. Their corruption, their reach, it's limitless. They're watching that shipwreck, and I don't doubt they're watching you.
What exactly went down with the ship?
I'm not sure. All I know is that this particular ship was part of the Dagger's fleet. They keep trying to salvage whatever's down there. If it's important to the Dagger, then it's important to us.
How do you know the Dagger is watching the shipwreck?
I see them row out to it. Men dive down and never come up. Those who do are half-drowned and terrified. They're forced to go back down again and again until they're dead. The Dagger's looking for something and won't stop until they've found it.
How did you get involved in all of this?
It was my master's boat that engaged the Dagger's ship. But he and many of his men perished in the ensuing battle.
I will get whatever's down there.
Thank you. Is there anything you need to know before leaving?
Where exactly is the shipwreck?
Directly south of here. You can't miss it. Some of the debris is still visible on the surface.
You must know a few things about Agapios.
Oh, I could tell you many things about Agapios. But I'll tell you the only thing that matters. He's a good man. He values trust above all else.
I have enough to go on.
Whatever's in the ship's cargo is of great interest to the Dagger. If you can get it, then maybe my master didn't die for nothing. Meet me down in Eretria when you're done. Misthios, over here.
In position for sailing!
Nice to see you, Commander.
Debris from the dagger-sunken ship. There it is, the shipwreck. Slow the rowers!
Commander's left the helm! You're released!
An unusual blade. This must be what the dagger's after. Now to find the woman in Eretria.
Keep your eyes on your work!
We've seen you watching us. Tell me why. What's your interest in this ship?
Somebody help me!
I am going to get you!
Better make sure the woman's okay. Are you hurt? Don't be afraid. You're safe.
Thank you for saving my life. Did you find anything?
I found this blade, covered in strange markings. The important item the dagger were after was... a dagger?
This blade. It's used for sacrifices in the name of Achilles. The dagger must be devoted to him. Find the right temple of Achilles, and you'll find the dagger. But which is the right temple?
What will you do once the dagger's gone?
It'll be nice to live without fear, but I'm still a slave without a master.
A slave without a master is free. Agapios will know when I show the blade to him. You should find a safe place to lie low until this is over.
There's nowhere for me to go. I only have the clothes on my back.
Here. This should help you get started.
Thank you, Misthios. I'll never forget what you've given me. Freedom.
I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts. That's him, the dagger man threatening the theater couple. That's the big house they were talking about.
I can't keep doing this, but I have to do this for family. Yes, that's right, for family.
Take them down! Get up!
He was just another man doing right by his family. Too bad he mixed with the wrong people.
Don't take another step closer!
Don't make me come over there!
Well, what's going on there?
You think you can take...
Mistios, I've sent the children away. Make sure this dagger Malaka doesn't get to...
Shut up! We'll find every last one of your precious kids. They'll fetch a good price.
Release them this instant.
I'll let them go. After I've made a few cuts.
Malaka!
The dagger doesn't appreciate your intrusions into our affairs.
Then you Malakas should get out of my way.
Oh, how tough! How brave! Brave like when you freed that slave. Remember her? The little spy girl?
If you laid a finger on her... Curse you!
I'm a man that likes a little drama. So let's make this interesting. You, Mistios, seem to have a flair for the dramatic. And we are in a theater after all. So let's have you decide how this play will... play out.
Get to the point.
Someone's got to die here today.
I won't let anyone die today.
If you don't make a choice between these two lovebirds, I'll kill them both.
I don't think he's playing around, Mistios.
But like I was saying, someone's got to die. But just one. It's always more fun when one lover is alive to watch the other bleed. So, meddling Mistios, tell us, who should live?
Save Idia, Mistios.
What? No! Save Prexileos, Mistios. The kids can't do without him.
Save Idia. Please, you'll be saving
All right, time's up. Pick an ending to our little play, Mistios.
I'll save them both, but you will die, dagger scum.
Wrong answer.
Skiros! Mistios, get to Skiros! Tell Agapios!
That's where they control Evia from. Stop them!
You little...
Only Charon awaits.
I won't let your dying words go to waste. Agapios will know about Skiros, and I will avenge the both of you. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts. That's the last of Agapios' leads. Better tell him what I've learned. He isn't going to want to hear these. Yep! Ella! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Someone's paying me a lot of drugs.
Excelsior, vaqueros en defen!
What did you learn?
The dagger's base is on Skiros. They seem to be planning a ritual at the temple of Achilleus.
What did you learn about my brother? Is he alive? Is he the Kingfisher?
I'm sorry, Agapios. Meritos is the Kingfisher. The dagger's his operation.
Neritos always was getting himself into trouble. A temple to Achilles on Skiros, you said?
Agapios!
Stop, slave!
Stop, slave! Guards! Guards!
No! That man earned his freedom long ago. Thanks to you, the dagger's true face has been revealed and Emdia has a chance at survival. You've earned your reward. Though I fear victory will not be as simple as storming Skiros, the Kingfishers hid in the shadows for decades. There will be more to do before the end. Help me. Help Emdia.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good. I'll lead the small force to Smuggler's Dock on Skiros. Meet me there, and together we'll finally crush the dagger!
Your head for a fistful of that.
Σε αμέσως διακηρύττεις. Έχουμε να αρτοφύγουμε.
Taking out another Mystios. Less competition. Now's our time! Go!
Κατατέθηκα. Άνθρωποι, τι είναι. Ω, άνθρωπε.
Festus!
Equals my reward.
Have a good flight?
Misthios, you came! We need you now more than ever. Please help us finish the dagger. If the information you uncovered is accurate, it won't just be the Kingfisher at the temple. It's a gathering of the dagger's leadership. You can wipe them all out and free Evia from their control.
Agapios will not allow his brother to be harmed.
I love Agapios, but Evia must come first. When this is all over, I'll make sure your reward finds its way to your boat. Evia thanks you for your service. Misthios! The dagger nowhere here! We need to move fast!
So this is what's become of my brother. You've clawed your way back from Hades, back to life, only to take the lives of others.
Not from Hades, little Robin. From the ocean floor. Poseidon remained silent as I drowned. I saved me. Me! There are no gods, only mortals. Know that, and you'll know everything you need to rule this world.
Not everyone wants to rule the world. Some of us just want to live in it.
Ah, Amisthios.
Kingfisher.
No! His name's Neritos. He's not just some code name you can cross off. He's my brother. He's family.
Family is all that matters.
Yes, yes. No one has to die here. Listen, brother, please.
You've been a slave, brother, but the world is my slave. Its wonders, its wine, its people. We could be masters together. We were always meant to fly, little Robin.
Agapios! You can't trust the Kingfisher! Think of what he's done to our people! Think of the lives he's ruined!
He's my brother! I can save him! I know I can save him! Please, Master Misthios, there's no need for violence.
You know him better than anyone.
When we first met, you said I could trust you. Thank you for trusting me. Neritos, brother, remember when we were young, when we'd run through the streets of Kalkis?
Father chasing us?
He couldn't catch little birds, so little birds we became.
The Robin and the Kingfisher.
We can be again. Skiros and Evia and the dagger. We can leave them all behind.
And never return?
We can fly.
Then fly, little Robin. Fly!
No!
Agapios!
Goodbye, brother. The dagger is mine. The Greek world is mine. No one will take that from me. Not my brother, and not you. Misthios.
Tiger Edge now!
Agapios' life and the fate of Envia are in your hands now. Go!
Come on, come on.
I'm tempted to take that bounty on you myself.
Misthios! And that looks like Varnavas' ship.
In fact, it...
Ah! That ship belongs to the Eagle Bearer now. I am just his humble servant.
Varnavas! You're back!
In the flesh. A little older, but not a bit wiser.
Miko sent me here to wait for your return. It's about Nileas.
Here we go! What has my nephew gotten himself into this time?
I think the trouble is real, Varnavas. You should go to him. Nikos told me not to return without help, and I mean not to.
I need to think. But one thing, I know my nephew. Ah, yes. He's fine. That much is certain. I'll be on the ship.
And you, Misthios?
I need someone to go see about Nileas.
Why doesn't Varnavas think something is wrong with his nephew?
It's just, Nileas was a legendary nuisance growing up. He lied, he cheated, he brawled and broke things.
Some of us grow out of that.
Well, now Nileas is a serious athlete, training to be an Olympic champion. And what's more, he's family to Varnavas.
That is important. I'll help Varnavas' nephew however I can.
Nileas lives with his caretaker Mikos. Their house is just up the hill north of here.
He's faking it, Mikos! I've seen this routine before! Gods! Grant me Penelope's patience!
It's not just Nileas. There have been others. All promising young athletes turning up sick or missing. Something's not right in Thassos.
I did spar with an athlete trainer on Thassos. He told me there have been strange things going on. People choosing top athletes for a mysterious purpose.
Yes. I'd hope there might be clues to be found at the Champions Gymnasium on Thassos.
What goes on across Thassos is not my concern. But I know my nephew. Oh, yes. He practically worships at the altar of Ergia. A devotee of sloth and idleness he is.
Help me talk sense into him, Misthios.
Maybe you should be a bit easier on your nephew this time. He really does seem sick.
You're right. I guess I didn't want it to be true. He's not a boy anymore. I can see that.
He may be grown, but he still needs help.
There's only one way I know how. Let me know if there is any change in his condition. I'll be at the ship making offerings to Asclepios.
Give Varnavas some time.
But our time may run out. I have more leads to follow up on. But with Nileas like this, I can't leave his side. Maybe you could help me.
Varnavas is like family to me. I want to do anything I can to help Nileas.
Thank you. You know, it's not often a handsome and capable Misthios comes to this house.
They may have brought Nileas sickness, But the fates have brought us together.
I'd hate to get sick someday and think of all the fun I didn't have.
But first, there are those leads you mentioned?
Well, someone at the Champions Gymnasium must know something. Aetis was the last one to be with Nileas when he was well.
They were friends?
They were. If he doesn't know anything, you could talk to the doctor at the quarry.
If he's the local doctor, he's bound to know something. I'd like to have a word with that doctor at the quarry.
The Aliki quarry is at the southern point of Thassos. The doctor there is mixed up with the training athletes and the workers.
Sounds like a strange connection.
Yes, until you realize half of the workers are athletes who have given up on their training. Something's happened to them, and that doctor is the only connection I see.
The last person to see Nileas before he got sick was Aiti. Where can I find him?
He's an aspiring athlete too, but nowhere near as talented as Nileas. He trains alone on the outskirts of the Vineyard of Glory. You're sure to find him there.
I'll follow up on these leads and check back when I know what's going on.
Thank you, Misthios. And feel free to check back anytime.
Workers should know where to find the doctor.
I don't know anything. Don't ask me anything.
What?
No, no. Please leave. We don't want any bother.
I'll do more than bother if you don't answer my questions.
Okay. Okay. What questions do you have?
Your friend looks hurt.
He's very sick. Mind fog took over. We need the doctor.
I was told I would find the doctor here.
The doctor is gone. He's been captured.
Captured?
Sorry. Words are tough. My memory, my mind is a fog. Most days. Soon I might become like him if the doctor doesn't return. Soon. Some men took the doctor away towards the mines. North of here. He's been gone for a long time.
Did something happen to you? Something that brought you to the quarry?
I don't remember. I just know that the doctor saved us and cares for us here. But without the doctor making the medicine, it's hard for us to get better on our own.
Tell me about the doctor.
He's a good man. He makes the medicine and cures us from our sickness.
You're cured?
The doctor says it takes time, which is why we need him back soon.
I'll look for him.
Bring him back, please. They brought him north, towards the mines.
Hey, step away from him, Misthios.
This doesn't concern you.
We'll see about that.
The doctor should be there. This area will be well defended. There are the mines. I'll find more than silver in there.
You'll never be safe! You hear?
Found him.
There he is! Got him!
Get
Finally, I'm free. I knew they couldn't hold me for long.
No thanks needed.
Yes, yes. Many thanks for saving me. But I must get back. My pets are waiting for me. Did they send you?
Indeed, your pets sent me.
Bless my darlings. How are they? I knew they wouldn't forget me.
You're referring to the workers at the quarry.
Yes, yes, my pets. I care for them, feed them my medicine, and in turn, they help me with my research. I have a real bond with my pets. You look strong. Yes, yes. I can never have enough pets. You could join my family? It'll be a significant contribution to my research.
I won't be your test subject.
How about post-mortem arrangements?
No.
A great loss for research advancement. The medicine I make is quite delicious, you know.
Tell me about this medicine.
Ah, the medicine. I feed it to my pets when my special tonic produces, side effects. Sometimes it's too strong.
Side effects, like forgotten memories.
Oh, yes, you know it. My pets, it's my fault, yes, yes.
Yet you still feed them the tonic.
I had no choice. I was forced to do it, but I will right my wrongs. I always right my wrongs, yes, yes.
The people who captured you, who were they?
It was that fellow with the eye patch. He was taking orders from this other bald man. They wanted my tonic and forced me to create more.
Malaka!
I had no choice. They threatened to kill my pets.
Then they caged you?
Well, they refused to let me return to my pets, so I poisoned a few of them. Yes, yes. No one can keep me away from my pets. Yes, yes.
Your pets must have a history.
I don't know and I don't need to know. I just know that I was made to feed them my tonic in a strange cave similar to this one. If it fails, I get to keep my pets and care for them.
This tonic must be special.
Yes, yes. It makes my pets so strong. But like I said, the side effects can be rather dire. It was perhaps a miscalculation on my part. My poor pets.
I need the medicine you mentioned. Give it to me.
What? Whatever for. I'm not obliged to. I will do no such thing. No, no.
I need the medicine for someone I know. He's afflicted with the consequences of your tonic.
What? It cannot be.
You wouldn't forsake a pet, would you?
I cannot abandon my pets. I'm afraid it'll take time to make. Yes, yes. First, get rid of those Malakas who kept me away from my pets. They're at the fortress just on the road.
I'll get rid of them. I expect the medicine when I return.
Yes, yes. It'll take time for me to gather the ingredients. You might want to look around Thasos City first. I heard that strange things are happening there. Yes, yes.
The medicine could be helpful to Nileas. First, I should deal with the doctor's captors. Come on! Come on!
I don't see them! Just today! Found you! You're tired. Aha! Got you! Who taught you to fight? No!
That's how this works.
I'm burning!
There he is.
Hades this day!
bothered the doctor again. That's taken care of. Now, the doctor mentioned strange things happening in the city. I should look around.
Now you'll see Spartan courage!
Hey! Long night?
Way too long. I need to, shake this off and start training so I can defeat Nileos and ride that victory to become the Olympic... who am I kidding? Maybe I'm just not cut out for this Olympic stuff.
I take it you're Aiti. Nikos sent me. Nileos.
Nileos? What now? Did he break another record?
Yes, he did.
Aw, curses! What record did he break this time? I bet it was the discus throw. No, wait. Maybe...
Projectile vomiting.
Huh? Zeus! He even beats me at throwing up? Curse you and your perfections, Nileos! So Miko sent you here just to break my spirits?
Nileos has taken ill. Miko sent me here because you were the last one to see him well.
He was fine when we went to Karpos's house for the usual, dose of hedonism. But I didn't leave the party with him, or see him since.
Something must have happened at the party then.
Look for Karpos at his house on the hill. He probably knows what happened to Nileos. He's a reclusive man, though. You will need to get his attention. I'd say, smashing some of his valuable wine, the stuff that gets me this drunk, would get him to come out and play.
Thank you, Aiti. I'll look into it.
Well, I better get started, or I'll never catch up to Nileos and the rest.
Aiti, you will be an Olympic champion. Believe in yourself.
You're right. I can do this. I've just got to work extra hard. Thank you for believing in me. I'll beat Nileos and all the others.
It'll start with the right attitude.
Olympic champion Aiti! Yeah, that sounds perfect! I'll be the best the Greek world has ever seen.
Let's move! Hold up. This must be Karpos's house. The smell of alcohol is enough to know. That's what I'm looking for.
Ora sta sentendo peso. Simorite pero con
You know what this line does, right?
Your death is waiting! What's it Shit!
What have you done? You murdered the... Oh, no! No, no! The General is going to kill me!
You're with the cult, aren't you? What did you do to Nileas?
No! No, no, no! I'm just a business associate with them. I work for the General.
Tell me what your business is with the General, or I start removing your teeth, one by one.
Malaka. Fine. I helped the... More like I'm being blackmailed by the cult of Cosmos to deliver them drunk athletes for their army. The good ones fetch more. Good ones like Nileas.
And now he's very sick.
They do something to the students. It makes them different. How do you think the elite guards can do what they do? Their strength. It's not normal. Not natural.
No matter their strength, it pales in comparison to mine.
I've messed up, Misthios. I couldn't defy them before, but with you on my side, maybe we can turn this around. The cultists always took the drunk students from my docks to a cave, along the coast, south of here.
There might be redemption for you yet.
The people of Thassos are my people, after all, Misthios. The cultists may have lined my pockets, but my heart is empty. Save the students, please. I can't do this anymore.
I'll save the students for their own sake, not yours. If anything happens to Nileas, you're a dead man.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Go to the students. They are in the cave, to the south. Follow the coast and you'll see it. Good luck.
By Ares, that should do it! Though, if we sink more, the Athenian forces will crumble!
This looks like the place.
Misthios! Thanks Zeus! He was going to kill me!
This is your fault! These prisoners! They've had the tonic already!
The doctor must have come by to administer it. Only one of them has had a bad reaction. The other one looks like he still stands a chance.
Then there's still hope for Nileas.
Looks like this was quite a reinforced hideout. The cult are a bigger force to be reckoned with than I took them for.
The moment I arrived on Thassos, the cult of Cosmos never stood a chance.
The cultists need to pay for what they've done. Now is the time to retaliate.
You sound like you have a suggestion.
We need to storm their ancient stronghold, Misthios. With you leading the charge, we'll kill the general of the cult guards. We can deliver them a crashing defeat here that reverberates across the Greek world.
You just want me to get the general off your back for failing him.
Happy coincidence, I guess.
This general, tell me more.
That Malaka strong-armed me into this whole mess. He's the head of the elite cult guards, and rumor has it, he beheaded 8 men with one swing of his polearm.
This ancient stronghold, where is it exactly?
It's a massive structure sitting on Lemnos in plain sight. I'm told the best way to reach it is by boat.
At least now I know for sure Nileas doesn't just have a cold. Mikos needs to know about this. This is all your fault. So make sure these students get home safe.
I will.
That's right. They're all dead.
Over here! Misthios!
The crew fought off what they could, but we were too late.
Cursed cult guards, Misthios. Look what they've done. They've killed them. My poor pets slaughtered like animals.
We have to move! Nileas may be in danger! I'll ready the ship!
You should go. There's nothing left you can do here.
Save your strength. You may still survive this.
I'm a physician, Misthios. I know when a patient is dying. Here, the antidote I promised. I always right my wrongs, yes.
I'll give this to Nileas.
It's his best hope, but don't expect a miracle.
I won't leave you like this.
You can kill me and end my misery once and for all. Please, it's all I ask.
What exactly happened to all these people? It looks like a slaughter.
Oh, the cult guards happened, yes. It was a slaughter. They were here to send a message to you, Misthios. They know you've been snooping around.
Hold still, so I can make it clean.
Thank you, Misthios. I'm ready, Misthios.
I won't let you win!
Did this. I'll need to hurry back. Nileas, there won't be much time. I'm too late.
Get him! Get him! Help me!
This is an outrage. We've had enough of those masked soldiers. They need to leave Limnos one way or another.
Why did they burn the house?
You know why, Malaka. Those cursed soldiers came down here from their cursed stronghold. They thought Mikos was up to something. Working against them, this has to end.
It will end. Those soldiers are called guards, and there is a general among them. Don't worry. They won't be here much longer.
Yes, because we're going to go up there to end this, right?
The people of this island deserve revenge against the cult guards.
That's right.
We will storm their stronghold and retake it for the people of Lemnos.
That's right. Leave us to gather our weapons, Misthios. We'll meet you at the gates.
Let's move!
Oh.
Come on. Best stay out of sight.
The Mystios is here! It's time, everyone! Ready your weapons and charge!
Now's my chance to take this stronghold. That must be the general. I shouldn't have encouraged the villagers to fight. They're all dead now.
What did you find? Are they okay? Did you run into the crew I sent? They haven't returned either.
We're here!
Nileas!
They found us just before the cult guards arrived. We were nearly killed.
You did the right thing, sending the crew to check on them. They'd be dead if you hadn't.
I don't think I would have. Except you told me to be easier on Nileas. I thought better to lend help rather than to leave him in the shadow of my tough love.
Glad I could help. Drink that. It should help you get better.
And what of all the other villagers?
I'm afraid many of them charged the cult stronghold along with me. None survived.
Oh, such loss of life. At least I have Nileas and you, Eagle Bearer. Come, Nileas. We have much catching up to do.
We are all alone now, Misthios. After such an adventure, I'm sure you want to take some time to relax.
So much has happened. Has it changed what you'll do now?
It hasn't changed a thing. We will rebuild the house, and we will rebuild Nileas' stamina. He will be an Olympian yet.
I'm afraid there is still too much to do. Too many to kill. Relaxing is not an option.
That's unfortunate. I thought... Well, I thought. Never mind what I thought. I see how it is. Goodbye, Eagle Bearer.
Goodbye, Mikos. And good luck.